On the floor for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. At small forward, Taurean Prince. At shooting guard, Gary Trent Jr. At center, Brooke Lopez. At the other guard position, Damian Lillard. At the other forward position, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach of the visiting team is Doc Rivers. It's time to meet the starting five for your Philadelphia 76ers. Shooting guard, 6'3", number 23, Eric Gordon. At the small forward position, at 6'7", number 9, Kelly Oubre Jr. The other forward, at 6'8", number 8, Paul George. At guard, 6'3", number 0, Tyrese Maxey. At center, 7 foot, number 21.
Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Friday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then, on Sunday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And for the 76ers, Paul George is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. Lillard the pass to Giannis. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Good instincts from Lillard, runs that pick and roll, all for the setup, ends with the assist.
Pass to Embiid. That ball's nice speed that time from Jordan.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Trent outside. Back to Lillard. Yep, that one goes.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now, here is George. It's tipped. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Can't connect from short range.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's George over Giannis. Rebounded by the Bucks. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Lopez, no luck.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
It is incredible that George is playing, Brent, at such a high level after his injury history is taken into account.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, one of the more horrific injuries in terms of the way it presented itself and what we saw Paul George go through. But this guy has not missed a beat. He continues to be really the most stable part of any organization that he's joined, and he's been in a few places. That has not affected the way that he's approached the game on both ends of the floor, and is certainly still one of the top 15 players in the game.
Here is Lillard, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Lopez kicks to Trent. Driving to the basket.
And how about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
George. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Prince dishes to Lillard. On the wing, Giannis. Prince outside. Gordon against Trent. Clock at 6. And Brent, the Bucks last season bowing out in the first round. And the injuries they sustained sure didn't help.
Well, there's just so much, Kevin, that is on the shoulders of Giannis. So to see him go down, with that, the hopes of a Milwaukee title run. It's a reoccurring theme that we talk about every year. You got to be healthy in the playoffs. And these guys have just had players that they rely upon not be ready.
First one falls for him. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges. Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big three, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And that one drops for him.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers ENT.
No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Fourth, Damian Lillard.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Bucks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Giannis against George. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Maxey. Outside, Gordon. Here's George. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and-one, and this time they're not backing off.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in him, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth of guard. Kevin?
Yeah, thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Make the noise, the move, dropping, show-stopping Sixers. TNT.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Martin comes in for George. Martin's checked in for Oubre. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Eric Gordon. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Jackson comes in for Taurean Prince. Green, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And it's DeLon Wright in for Lillard. Maxey looking it over. Outside Martin. Sinks the three-pointer.
When you look at Martin's numbers, he's not a volume three-point shooter, but he can be effective from deep.
When you think of Caleb Martin, Brent, what comes first to your mind?
I think energy, Kevin, for me. I mean, Caleb is always out on the floor on both ends, just putting pressure, whether he's running in transition, attacking the basket, spotting up and finding space in the half court. The guy plays with a ton of confidence and wants to contribute.
Here's Maxey. After the made shot from Bobby Portis. Maxey with it, outguarded by Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Maxey really just does everything for his team, a selfless young player.
First free throw is good. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Martin finds Lowry. Now Embiid. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And Giannis hits it to go. Found the assist by Wright.
The assist goes to
Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Maxey. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Portis. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still in close game. Bucks ahead. They lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
76ers trailing. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Then there's Lowry. Then it's Martin. And it's Council in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
and you make the next pass. Nice job by Lowry there.
Pass to Jackson. Right against Lowry. And here's Giannis. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Right from outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Here's Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Defensively, you got to try and build a wall against Giannis and cover the paint. He's too much to handle inside.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Lowry for 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Portis a screen on Martin. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lowry with the ball. Martin with the screen for Lowry. Driving inside. And stolen by Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
Portis and pressure going hand in hand that time, forcing his way to the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
The first free throw is good.
And the physicality that Bobby Portis brings to the game is something that his teammates really get behind. It makes him such an effective player out there, impacting the attitude of so many.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez comes in for Jackson. And Trent subbed in for Pat Connaughton. He doesn't get the second one. Run for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. They missed the playoffs in his first and his 3rd year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since.
And let's get an update on Damian Lillard's injury. David, any news there?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Bucks, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Injuries never come at a good time, but somehow it seems even more frustrating when they happen this early. Tough break for sure. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
Yeah, and this makes it particularly rough for this team. Other teammates now are going to have to step up, and it seems like it's going to be an extended period of time, so not easy to do.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be Embiid shooting. That's on Brook Lopez.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Oubre comes in for Martin. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The free throw drops for Embiid.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hand.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. And the Bucks with possession here. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Giannis. Pass to Lopez. 6 to shoot. Trent against Embiid. Good D by Embiid. Outside, Maxey. George with the ball. Back to Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Embiid, the pass to Oubre. Fires for 3. Maxey, no good. Bucks leading by 5. Oubre with the steal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
Oubre right there, just not afraid to take it at the defense.
The 76ers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Free throw, good, Oubre. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Bobby Portis has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Kelly Oubre is a multi-talented forward. He plays with a lot of confidence. If he can keep this kind of consistency, he's going to do some damage in this league.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Maxey passes to Oubre. Back to Maxey. Pass to George. Launches it. Drills it from outside.
And George's guys encourage him to just fire away. They know he's lethal from there.
Maxey against Lillard. Trent outside. From deep. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Here's Maxey. He had 25 points last game. Now Drummond. To the middle. George looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. A 3-ball. Milwaukee with the rebound.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And it's Gordon penetrating, and he gets the bucket.
Big concentration from Eric Gordon, who caps off the drive with the basket.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Lillard against Maxey. Prince outside. Pass to Portis. Stolen by George. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. It's rebounded by Portis. Milwaukee leading by 4. Inside. Here's Lillard. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play.
That's his first.
Andre Drummond picks one up. The Bucks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The free throw drops for Lillard.
You love Lillard because he loves the game. And this is a guy who just wants to be out there. He wants the ball in the hands. And he tries not to get caught up in all the drama that happens around the game. He's 100% focused on it.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Bucks lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much with Doc Rivers. Doc, a back-and-forth affair so far. How do you pick it up in the second half?
Well, they were just a more physical team. I mean, they blew up all our actions. They got all the 50-50 balls. We got back in the game because we started doing the back at them, so that's important.
We'll see if you can keep that up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here, I want you to rank our handles.
Okay, obviously first is me. Second, I'll get that to you, Ernie. Third, I'll go with our IT guy. He really surprised me. Then you, Shaq.
There's no way I'm after Ernie.
Shaq, if you want to be better, you can be.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Bucks.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
Yeah, you love the consistency in their approach. Really methodical. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The 76ers trail by 5. Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now, here is George. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Embiid.
Talk about effort. Embiid staying with that one.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Daxi, no good. The Bucks shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. And Lillard kicks to Trent. George against Giannis. Down low. Here's Lopez. Good D by Embiid.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
George passes to Maxey. Oubre with it. Maxey sends a screen for Oubre. For the tie. Hands it from downtown. Oubre's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
So big for this offense and crucial that Oubre can continue to knock it down from there.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
On the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go.
Taking a look at some of the stats here for Antetokounmpo. Last season, he played outstanding. How about 30 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists? They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
Something in the coach's playbook here where the schemes fire on all cylinders when he is in the game. A great conduit for them offensively. He knows where everyone is at all times.
Good defense. Better shot from Antetokounmpo.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
76ers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Brett, last season, Giannis became the first player in NBA history to average over 30 points a game on over 60% shooting from the field. I mean, jaw-dropping numbers.
Yeah, incredible stuff, Kevin. And when you think about how much basketball has changed, the variety of shots, the great big men that have dominated the NBA floors for so long, for Giannis to be able to do that in this day and age with the three-point evolution and revolution that's happened, it speaks to just how dominant a player he is.
And here's Maxey after Taurean Prince hitting the three. Embiid, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a three-point game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Embiid.
Taurean Prince has such a great motor and the physical nature of his play. You got to appreciate that aggressiveness.
For Milwaukee, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The first one falls. Martin, he's checked in for Philadelphia. He's off on the second. The 76ers trail by 4. To Maxey. Now Martin. No scoring in this one. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 4. Now here's Lillard. He's covered by Maxey. Now Giannis. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And it's Trent in the corner. Over Martin. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Damian Lillard. Coming off a terrific season, 12th in assists, and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset. Jackson, he's checked in for the Bucks. Embiid, the pass to Gordon. Maxey against Lillard. To the inside. Lopez with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Trent passes to Giannis. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Bucks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area. Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and it seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Back to to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Set it up.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. George against Jackson. Embiid inside the line. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pulls up on the wing, and it's good. 2 points. Lillard's got 7.
And Lillard doesn't take a ton of shots from the mid-range, but he can be effective there.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. The 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lopez with the ball. Trent outside. Down low. Lillard. And Embiid with the block. Inside. Here's Maxey. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Right back after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Lowry out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Martin in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. To the middle, here's Martin. And the layup is good. Martin's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Philadelphia.
Working in close to the rim, Martin knows how to finish strong.
Milwaukee with the ball. They lead by 4. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And here's Green outside, drills the three-pointer.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Philadelphia's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. At the top of the key, Embiid. Count it.
And Embiid practices these shots all the time, which is why he's so good from this area.
Martin against Antetokounmpo to the paint. It's tipped. Embiid with the steal. Outside Jackson. Pass to Lowry. Martin with a screen on Jackson. Back to Jackson. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th assist in this one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Giannis outside. Portis kicks to right. Portis the screen. Right against Lowry. 4 on the shot clock. Portis a screen on Lowry. Here's Wright. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Martin with the bucket. Martin's got his first points of the game.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a one-point game. 9 feet out. That's good on the jump shot.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Jackson looking around. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Green against Martin. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Giannis' screen on Lowry. Back to Giannis. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Dominating in effortless fashion. This is what Giannis does on a consistent basis.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Philadelphia is welcome to the court your center, E&T.
Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Paul George, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. Kelly Oubre comes in for Martin. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Jackson. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Big brute substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Taurean Prince comes in for Jackson. Trent's checked in for Green. And Lillard subbed in for DeLon Wright. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? You got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside, guys.
All right, thank you, David.
I think a lot of teams around the league are looking for this kind of player and this kind of versatility that Kelly Oubre shows off. And right now his teammates are feeding off that toughness.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Oubre. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. George against Antetokounmpo. That one falls. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Oh, the team relying on Gary Trent, putting their faith in his ability to get the big bucket.
Here's Embiid. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Bucks leading by 5. Lillard with it. Maxey covering.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Maxey against Lillard. Lopez with the steal. From deep, Prince. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Gordon. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lillard outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Lillard just plays with a flat-out edge. Dangerous as a player who knows how to draw contact inside.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
There's so many qualities of a lead guard that Damian Lillard possesses on the floor, in the locker room. He really, truly sets the standard.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Here's Embiid. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. A rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Lillard outside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bucks.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. And Embiid drops them both. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Pass to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They trail by 9 points. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got a magnet on that ball here tonight. He's in the right spot all the time.
And so the Bucks take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
You know, I try not to think about it that much. My mindset is do my job, do whatever it takes to help my team win, and all I get about is I've got to win.
Love the humble brag, man. Congrats on the win. Thanks.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.